Ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to be ranking every single weapon in Call of Duty Zombies history based off the letter of the alphabet. Let me give you an example. I'm going to go to A and then think of every single gun that has ever been in Call of Duty Zombies, not including wonder weapons and non-Treyarch weapons, okay? We're just talking about guns here in the Treyarch games, and we are using the base names. So I would not be using the Reaper for R. I would use the PPSH for P. And if I was gonna do A, I would think, okay, let's try the ASG. Let's try other weapons that I have there. So that's how the video is going to work. I'll go weapon by weapon, letter by letter, and you guys tell me where you agree and disagree. And if it's really close, I'll give you some honorable mentions. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. So for A, I have the AN-94, assault rifle from Black Ops 2. A really big honorable mention to the ASG, which I think is the best gun in Black Ops 6. It's an automatic shotgun that just goes crazy. The reason I have the AN-94 is because it is on the wall. It is absolutely fantastic, whether it is packed or non-packed. This gun is one of the highest damage ARs in the history of Call of Duty Zombies. And every single time I play Die Rise or Buried, I buy this gun off rip. Like, without fail. I don't hit the box. Fuck a that. I'm going to buy this gun. Literally every single Die Rise playthrough. Go to the power, get the Slickafire, go get the AN-94. Every Buried playthrough. Go down the thing, grab the chalk, put the AN-94 right next to the Leroy prison cell. Every single game. It is so fucking good in both of those. And the fact that it's on the wall, which really means something in other games. We don't have ammo caches in these games, you know? We have limited ammo. So if we're gonna go spend 4,500 points on ammo, it needs to be a gun, and the AN-94 is that gun that it needs to be. It's fantastic. It's everything you want in a weapon and more, and that is why I put it as my best gun for A. But shout out to ASG, man. Very, very good. For B, I have the Bloodhound. Now, the reason it is going to be the Bloodhound, there isn't very many good weapons here. I look at my list of weapons that I've grabbed. I got the Ballista. I got the Ballistic Knife. I got the Bar and Bipod, the BRM. So the reason I went with the Bloodhound, and I think it's a fair one, is the Pack-a-Punch variant. Now, I know you're gonna go, Stuart, the Pack-a-Punch variant is called the Meat Wagon. I know, and I don't give a fuck. It is the Bloodhound, okay? We are considering the elemental weapons of these guns versus, okay? And I think that the Bloodhound is good Pack-a-Punch. It becomes basically Mustang and Sally's explosive pistols. It's really, really good against the Shadow Man on this map. It's a lot of fun. There is no PhD, unfortunately, so it does bop it down. Like this isn't in maps where PhD is present, but overall, it's still a good enough weapon to beat like a bum like the B23R. Don't worry, not every gun will be poverty, I promise, but this gun is literally my favorite weapon in Zombies history. Maybe not the best, but it is my personal favorite ever to use. It's the Commando. The Commando is a fantastic weapon for C. It is a AR that is one of the most powerful ARs, and it's so fucking satisfying to hear. It is my favorite gun in Zombies history, and you could be like, yo, listen, you are being biased. But what else is gonna go against? The Colt? No, it's not it's better than the Colt. The Chickum? The CZ75? Hell no. The Commando is by far the best gun as C in Zombies history, and although it is my favorite gun, you can't deny the damage and the amazing thing that this thing has to offer. D, I have Dingo. This was one of the most like highly debated, highly at each other rounds. Like, we have the Death Machine from Mob of the Dead. We have the Draken, which I believe is the greatest sniper rifle of all time. We have the DSR. We have fantastic weapons, but I went with the Dingo because this and the Hades are the two greatest LMGs in Zombies history, okay? This thing is absolutely insane, not just because of its 80 bullets and then it's 160, I believe it is, with the Direwolf, or maybe it's 200. I think it's 200 with the Direwolf. Not its huge ammo count, not its fantastic damage. I actually think the reason it's so good is its mobility, because the big thing about LMGs is it takes down your mobility. But because you have slide jump in this game, because stamina up is good as it is, and Perkaholics, you pop them on PC because you have 1 million from hacking, or I should say gaming the system. Sorry, Trek. I think that the Dingo is so fucking good. It's absolutely insane because of the mobility that Black Ops 3 has to offer. Other great games have other great weapons, but the Dingo's gotta be up there. I have the Executioner. Not as many weapons. I start with E that I thought. There's maybe good weapons outside of it, like the EDM and other things as well, outside of Trek Zombies, but the Executioner is good. It is a fantastic early round weapon. It just dives off in the later rounds, but dude, when I'm on round 6 and I pull an Executioner box, I'm like, shit, I'm set until round 25, right? I mean, I'm not gonna get you points, but it'll get you headshots, and it's like a shotgun pistol. I remember this shit in multiplayer was fun, but we are talking about zombies. The Executioner is a fantastic weapon that I think is underrated in the modern zombies. I think it's the best, like, sort of shotgun pistol. I prefer it over something like the Python. I prefer something over like the Mazu from Black Ops 4. I think it's really, really good. It's a fantastic weapon. It deserves to be here. For F, I have the FAMAS. Now, I know that the FFAR is very similar to the FAMAS, but I think the FAMAS is the better of the two. Reason I have it above is I just think it has more damage, and you are very light while running around with it. I like the FAMAS, the FFAR for its damage. I like it for its huge ammo capacity, but I think the FAMAS is just an overall better weapon. From Black Ops 1 as well, a game where I think the zombies are a little bit easier to kill than in Black Ops 3, where their kind of health goes kind of crazy high. I don't know if that's factual, but that's just a me personal thing, okay? I don't back this shit by logic. I back this shit by the eye test, okay? I'm like the fucking commentator. I'm like Troy Aikman hating on Caleb Williams, except for on TheLegendHD loving on the FAMAS, okay? I think it's a fantastic weapon that does so many incredible things for the mode. I think that it's so iconic, and the gun sound is great, and it sounds really good for Black Ops 1. If this gun was on the wall like the MP40 was, it would be considered one of the greatest weapons of all time in the early zombies, because you only can pop it out of the box. Unfortunately, it gets a little bit forgotten in the zombies mode, but never in the multiplayer. Coming in for G, we have the Gallo, the best shotgun in Black Ops Cold War. This is a semi-automatic shotgun that fucking shreds, baby. That shit shreds, baby. Come on now. Now, this is a really, really good gun. It is fantastic on that high round strategy on top of Nocturne, Toten, and D-Machine. But what I really love about this is in the Easter eggs. I think it is great for the Orlov fight. I think it's fantastic against Valentina. Fantastic against Valentina. And a game where headshots don't feel like they do much damage, this feels like it does a lot of damage with the headshots. It got nerfed. I remember a pre-patch, it was great. It got nerfed, yet it's still, I think, the best gun in the game. Although there are some Mauer lovers that would, you know, try to contend me on that. I think the Gallo is, though. I think it's the best gun in Black Ops 6, and I think it definitely deserves to be on this list. Next weapon here is the Helion Salvo. Dude, when I tell you H was like a super closely contested fucking letter, I mean it, okay? Other guns we have here, you have the HVK, which is great. One of the, my favorite assault rifle in Black Ops 3 for the base game. You have the HG40, a great rendition of an older gun as well, the MP40. You have the Hammer 12, dude, the Hammer in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, okay? The Hammer and then the Haymaker, I'm so sorry, in Black Ops 3. Fantastic. Then you have the HS-10s from Black Ops 1. Fantastic as well. Then you have my second favorite LMG of all time, the Hades from Black Ops 4. Fantastic as well. Like, there's not too much Black Ops 4 fucking representation on this list. It's because its two best guns are in the same fucking letter. Like, I'm so sorry. The Helion Salvo is basically a wonder weapon. I know I said no wonder weapons, but it basically is. I know it's not exactly right. It is a rocket launcher, but its damage is second to none. Great against boss fights. Great in the high rounds. You have PhD in this game, which is huge. You can use it in the high rounds. Every high round strategy is like, unless it's knifing out Alpha Mega, it's like, oh, I'll use the Helion Salvo. It's great against the Eye in Voyage. It's great against the Elephants in 9. It's great against the Wolf in Dead of the Night. It's great against the Gladiator in Ancient Evil. Like, this gun is great against everything. Does great splash damage. Does great against the bosses. Has enough ammo to kind of sustain you. And then with the perks you can have, you know, the elixirs. Bandolier Bandit is good with this gun. It is everything and more. This is maybe the greatest gun in zombies history. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but it has a real argument. It's literally like a rocket launcher wonder weapon that kills everything. It's like the only rocket launcher in zombies history that actually is strong like a rocket launcher. Like, everything else is what, the XM53 and RPG. It's like, oh, okay. Like, do the XM53 and you can't even be the best gun in X. What the fuck does that have to say about you, right? Not the Helion though. It's good enough and it's fine. For I have the ICR. It is a really strong AR in Black Ops 3. Just wish it was a little bit of a faster fire rate, but the headshots are great. I really am a big fan. ICR is very, very good. Wasn't too much competition, but it's a good gun. This gun I have here for J is the Jackal. Now the Jackal is the fucking only gun with J, but it is a pretty good gun. It's a pretty good SMG. If Black Ops 6 had good uses for SMG because of the point system, I think that this gun would fit that criteria. Like, it would fit that PDW, it would fit that like Thompson criteria of like really good weapons that are good for points that you can go higher with. But it's just the problem is Black Ops 6 doesn't reward that type of playstyle. So because it doesn't do that, I don't think that you can put this on the level of those other ones, and it gets a little bit overlooked, but that doesn't mean it's a bad weapon. It's just good, nothing more, nothing less. This next one, I really thought I was like pulling at plugs. I was like, oh shit, for K. I was like, Car 98K, oh hell no. KN44 is pretty good, Kuda's pretty good, KRM, okay. I actually went with the KSG. I think the KSG, and I'm gonna say this right here, I'm gonna stand right here and say this. The KSG is the most underrated weapon of all time. I fucking said it, boy. And the reason I think it is so underrated is because it's only on one map. It's on Origins, right? And this is a map with the Mauser when you can pack a punch it. This is a map with the 4 stabs, with the fuck. I haven't played Origins in so long. I'm blanking on the shit. The fucking decoy grenade. I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I'm so sorry. I'm such a fraud. You also have the 1-inch punch as well. I'm sorry. KSG is that good. I wish it was on the wall. Like, dude, if this gun was on the wall instead of the Remington in this map, oh my fucking god, right? It would be so good. But the KSG is a fantastic weapon. It is a bolt-action shotgun, just like the KRM, but I think it's a little bit stronger. I don't think it has quite of the spread as the KRM, but that's okay, because we're playing zombies, and this gun fucking shreds the Panzer like nothing. Like, nobody's business it does, man. And it's called the Mistmaker when you unlock it. And it fucking, bye-bye, bye-bye, it's incinerating the zombies, ladies and gentlemen. KSG is that good. This is going to be a controversial pick. I already know you're going to be in the comments. I already know, okay? I'm not a tweaker, you're a tweaker. KSG's that good. Let me know if you disagree. Our next weapon is the Locust. Now, I actually really did consider between the Locust and the LDR. Now, the LDR in Black Ops 6 is really, really good. But the problem is I think that its splash damage explosiveness in the higher rounds really wears off. Well, I think the Locust in the high rounds doesn't wear off nearly as much. I think headshots with this gun, it goes absolutely crazy. And I love the sounds of it as well. And I think this is a fair pick. This is one where you could really sway me both ways. LDR on the Locust, right? People say the LSAT and the LCAR 9, like, fuck out of here, okay? That shit's ass. I really think this is a fight between the Locust and the LDR, 2 of the greatest snipers in the game's history. But I wouldn't go quite that the LDR is barely not as good. I think the Locust is a little bit stronger, especially since it's heavy zombies. So I'll slightly lean the Locust. For M, I have the Mauser. Now the Mauser, it sucks by itself, unpack a punch, but when you pack a punch into the Boom Hilda, it's a different game, right? The Zoom Hilda ability where you can shoot yourself over the mud and burst in Black Ops 3 is fantastic. It's fantastic in Black Ops 2. You can get it every single game because it's your first weapon. It is really good against the Panzer, which is like, it's why people use it. It's the main gun use in the Origin speedrun, which has something because that's one of the most beloved and sacred runs and world record and speedruns in zombies history. That's still being perfected to this day. I think that the Mauser is so fucking good, especially at its upgrade, and that's why I have it as high as I do. I think it's a fair pick, and if you don't like it, well, right here. No, I'm just kidding. But shout out to the Mog, though, from Black Ops 4. Pre-patch Mog would give it a real fight. My next choice is an interesting one. I have the Nail Gun. The Nail Gun, I think, is the best gun for N. And the reason I have it is because I'm going to be fucking real with you. I couldn't find a single other gun within M. I mean, this is a really good gun, right? It's very strong. But it's not great. I couldn't find anything else with the letter N. Like, we're getting to those letters that's like, ooh. Like, some letters have fucking 20 different guns. And then other letters, there's one letter on this list, there's not a single gun with the letter on it. I had to go the most creative fucking thing I've ever think of my entire life. I mean, you want to talk about reaches? This is a reach, all right? This is the best gun, though, I guess. And it's the Nail Gun from Black Ops Cold War, which is good. But it's not worthy of being on the list. It should be right next to like the, I don't know, M14. And here's another one. Oh, I have the Outlaw from Black Ops 4. It was this or the Olympia, right? I'm not doing the Death of Orion, right? I'm not doing other ones. The Outlaw is the best I got. It's a fine weapon from Black Ops 4. It's an okay sniper. There's so many better snipers, though. It's not even the best sniper in the game. The best one's the SDM. But, you know, there's better S weapons, so... it's a bad pick. It's the best I could do. I just didn't want to pick the Olympia, because fuck the Olympia. M14 gang on the bitch. And then we go to P. And, like, P is, like, what? The most iconic gun in zombies history that's not called the ray gun? okay. It's the PPSH. Now, I would specifically want to say the World at War PPSH. Better than the Black Ops 3 one. Better than the Black Ops Cold War one. Those are both good, right? I use the PPSH and ZWC, right? Everyone else used the Gallo. Not me. PPSH is the best, maybe one of the best guns of all time. Best SMG for sure. The greatest SMG ever, PPSH. Crazy drum mag. Crazy amount of bullets, 145 bullets, pack-a-punch for a fucking SMG with lightweight and crazy damage, especially a crazy headshot multiplier in that game. Nuts. That gun is so good, man. Good in BO3. The BO3 version may be the best gun of all time, yet it's still not the best version of the PPSH. Want to give a big shout out to the Panzer Streak. What do you think? I'm fucking stupid? Hell no. Shout out the Python though, but the PPSH clears. One is also from Black Ops Cold War. It's the QZB, and this is another one where it kind of was like racing against nobody. Like if I didn't have this gun, I would be like, QED, is that a gun, right? That's like completely out of the narrative of what we're doing here. But either way, I think that I remember this gun actually being pretty good. I remember being great in multiplayer. It has a really big magazine, and it is kind of lightweight, even though like you look at the screen here, I mean, you can just look at it. It's a pretty big gun, right? It's a breaker gun, but it's pretty lightweight. The camos look great on it, but I don't think it's like the most amazing gun of all time. I think it's on the same level, something like a KN94, or KN44, I'm so sorry. Something like a AK-74U, which are fine, but nothing like super special. Just this one has to be Q. It's good in Cold War, which many of the guns aren't, but at least this one is. This next pick might be a bit crazy, but for R, I'm gonna go with the Remington new model. There is a lot of really good R guns. Obviously, there's the base normal Remington, right? I mean, I'm looking at the list here. I got a list of some honorable mentions here. The Remington is on there, the RK 5-pack punch, the RPK and the RPD are the two I have on here. The ray gun, right? That's what all you think of. That's a Warner weapon, so clap down. But the Remington new model is a really good gun. It's forgotten about, right? Super forgotten about. I really wish you double packed it. Bang, bang, bang. I think it's really good. Pack punch and non-pack punch. It's very similar to the Python, but I think it's a little bit stronger than the Python. I don't quite remember. Much cooler, right? The Python's cool, but it's much cooler, right? I think it's a really good gun. It's only in buried, so if you don't know what it is only in buried. That's why I have a screenshot of buried here. Like, it is a very fun gun. It really fits the map aesthetically well, and we're going off power here, and this one's powerful for sure. Who the hell is this guy grabbing these fucking overly saturated photos for these guns? It's like every single gun you see a different type of photo, but I wasn't gonna pick the Shiba or the SMR or the S12. Hell no. For S, we're gonna go with the SVU, the greatest sniper in zombies history behind the Draken. Barely, right? Only reason Draken's not on this list because of the same category as the Dingo. Like, it'd almost be the Dingo, which sounds insane. But SVU is a very, very good gun. It's crazy on headshots, and it's my favorite on die rise. You get that wall weapon. Like I told you, right? Every game I get the N94, but when I feel a little spicy and I'm feeling a little like, ooh, how can I be different this game? We go ahead and we grab the SVU, which is great because it's on the way right down a mystery box. It's kind of at a really good spot. Big fan of the SVU. I think it's a great, fantastic gun. It's pivotal for that Easter egg as well. And it's just a super powerful weapon. I like the Scorpion though. I like the Stakeout, I like the Spaz, but the SVU is the best S gun for sure. Next gun is the Thompson. Now I know the Thompson is from World at War and it's a wall weapon, but that's why I think it's so good. It's a wall weapon that you can grab that is super reliable, like point machine. You grab it and you also pack punch, and it's also very strong, right? T wasn't really the strongest. Like I feel like every single weapon I see on T starts with type 25, type 44, type 100, type 99. It's like, okay. Enough with the types, okay? Let's get other guns in here. And the Thompson was fun. It's a very good weapon, very good point weapon, very good in Cold War, especially on a map like Darius or a map like Varug. I mean, it's just a great wall weapon that lets you get set up and is really good pack punch on Darius. So I think it's a fantastic gun. I really am a big fan of the Thompson, and I'm very happy. I think it's deserving to be here. I know maybe some newer players. I mean, I didn't play World at War in its prime. I had to go back and play it. I know some of you newer players are like thinking of other guns probably, but I think the Thompson is the best in a list where there's not too much to really offer. Speaking of a list, there's not too much to offer. This is the best of some shit. U is the Uzi. I don't think it's that good. I think it's not enough ammo in the clip. I think that it runs out of bullets too quickly. I think it's not super powerful against the Brutus. It takes like 4 full mags to get the Brutus because on round 5 because it's only 25 shots a mag. But the Uzi is fun. It's a good weapon. It's fun seeing Weasel shoot it in the trailer, but it's nothing super special. It just has to be the only weapon here, and that's why I have it here. Now for V, this is an interesting one because there was a couple weapons to use. The VMP was here, but I went with the Vesper. Now the reason I went with the Vesper, and this might actually be funny to you guys, is because of its fire rate. Now it's a good weapon, right? Whatever, but you run out of bullets super quickly, and that's the big problem with the Vesper. The big problem is really any sort of fast fire rate weapons, the Spitfire, the Scorpion, etc. But the reason I like the Vesper a lot is because in terms of using your double pack and punch AAT abilities in Black Ops 3, the Vesper's the king. I mean, it goes off so quickly. That's it. It goes off. You're dead wire, you're burned out, whatever you want to use, right? It works right away. I mean, the Vesper, because it's so quickly, it makes those double pack punch abilities go off right away. And that's why it's so powerful. It's not great on its own, but because of that ability of it going so fast in the high rounds and the AAT is always killing no matter the round, it really makes it that good. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Stuart, every single Black Ops 3 Zombies weapon has the AAT ability. So why isn't all this entire list just all the Black Ops 3 weapons and then throwing everything else in its place? Because the Vest was the absolute king at it, and it was like a good weapon and a bunch of good to mid weapons on as V, like the second best, the VMP. So what sets apart the Vesper from something like the VMP is that, and I think that's the reason I have it a little bit higher. Speaking of ones that don't have many weapons, we have the Weevil here for W. Really, it was between this and the War Machine. Like, the Weevil might be one of the worst weapons in Black Ops 3. If it's not one of the worst, it's one of like my least used. It's like the Black Ops 3 futuristic version of the PDW. It's fine. It's nothing special. It's the fucking Weevil. All right, next. This gun here for X is the XM4. Now, this gun is great, and there's in 2 different games, but I'm actually going to specifically choose the Black Ops 6 XM4. I don't know if it's stronger. I've actually just used it more, and I prefer the Black Ops 6 one. That's the only reason I have it higher. I think it's really, really good. It's not like the greatest gun ever, but it's a very good AR for a game that doesn't have many good ARs. Next gun for Z is in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It is the ZRG. It's also in COD Mobile, but that doesn't matter. It's a good gun. It's fine. I've really never used it that often. It's a sniper in Black Ops Cold War. It's the only gun with Z, so nothing too crazy. And you might be thinking to yourself, Stuart, you skipped a letter. You skipped Y. Yeah, I did. I literally looked fucking everywhere, guys. I couldn't find a single gun that starts with Y. I was looking for even fucking DLC melee weapons in Black Ops 6, Cold War, and BO3. I couldn't find anything that starts with Y. Except for one. I have discovered your hands. They're your hands. You can use them in Cold War and Black Ops 6, and you can punch people. So they're your hands. That's what I have for Y. That was the best I can do. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys today. All that talking and the light outside went out. Kind of crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to do this for maps, perks, wonder weapons, zombie bosses. This would be fun. Like, this could be a series, a little mini series that I do maybe every 2 weeks or whatever. Let me know. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.